had a tough time. They've won just 3 of their last 9 games. They're 17 games back out. And I guess the question is, at what point do you kind of turn it into an individual type thing? You're just trying to do well for yourself at this point.
You know, I'm thinking about Adam Kennedy, how he got here. You know, the Cardinals got rid of him, and he's played very well up to this point. Now, you know, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to continue his career. So it's every man for themselves in this position that they're in. There's no doubt about it.
Another good start for Beckett, who's ahead here 0-2 of Kennedy. Always good numbers against the Red Sox. First came up originally with the Angels. Swing and a miss. That one blown by him at 97, 1 down.
Boy, it looked like he got fooled on a fastball. He shakes his head right there. 0-2, you're talking about, what are you looking for, a hook? He doesn't know. Gas right by you. Sort of a weak swing. Once again, Beckett starts off with some style. A little punch out, 3 pitches. You know, Beckett has definitely been the stopper this year. You look at the 9 starts that he's had after a loss. He's been 6-1. That one loss being the last start in Texas, where I thought he pitched a good ball game. In fact, he gave up that base hit to Blaylock in the first inning. Was really the only mistake that he made all night.
Yeah, they got to him for 2 runs right out of the gate in the first inning. And the Red Sox offense just could not muster much, and that has been the case lately, as we highlighted off the top as well. We'll see back in town, Orlando Cabrera. And some wonder if he will be headed somewhere else between now and the trade deadline. He's been all over, really, since leaving the Red Sox. And maybe headed again someplace, depending upon what happens the next couple of days.
I mean, that's very likely. I mean, I know the Red Sox were interested in him probably a month ago, wasn't it? We're talking about shortstops all the time, maybe longer. And they wanted too much, if I recall. But the closer it gets to the 31st, that sort of goes away, doesn't it? Say, here, you can have him now. I don't think he's making a lot of money, so that's not, you know, that's not the holdup at all. In fact, he signed for short money there to play in Oakland. I don't know what it is, maybe $1 million, $1.5 million. That's nothing.
He's hit at .278 this year with 4 homers and 41 runs driven in. This one right back to Beckett, but gets through him. Pedroia is going to try from second, and the throw will be tardy. Looked like it did have some spin on it as it gets by Beckett. And reaching is Cabrera. They charge Beckett with an error.
I mean, this is an easy play back to the pitcher's mound, but like you said, it's got spin on it. Little breaking ball down and away. The ball's spinning. He sticks his glove out, and it just doesn't get there. I mean, this is as a pitcher, you look like it's kind of embarrassing. And then Pedroia makes a nice attempt to get it over there, sprawling in the ground. I'll take an error for that. Give me an error in a hurry.
Beckett charged with his 2nd error of the year. 1 out, Cabrera at first base. And here's Hairston, who takes strike 1 from Beckett. Hairston at .262, 2 homers, and 8 runs batted in. Hairston acquired from the Padres on July the 5th for a couple minor league pitchers. He has appeared in 17 out of the last 18 games since he was acquired from the Padres.
Last time they were in town, Hairston hit a ball off of Papelbon, 9th inning, wind blowing in. That ball could have been a 3-run bomb. That would have been major trouble. He had just got in the night before.
Swing and a miss. Quick work of Hairston. 2nd strikeout for Beckett. 2 down.
Well, you know you got good stuff when guys take swings like this. Look at this. It's a curveball down. Easy for me to laugh. I shouldn't do that. But I'm a pitcher, so I can't.
A Hall of Fame pitcher at that.
Just don't show anybody up when the guy swings like that.
Right.
Don't point or anything.
Don't point or anything.
Do something silly.
No, don't do an Eck.
Don't do anything silly right now.
2 down, Cabrera at first in the key matchup. He is brought to you by Honda. Jack Cust, 1 for 6 with 4 punch outs against Beckett. He's the DH cleanup hitter with 2 down and a runner at first. Quick check bounced over there, and LaRoche able to scoop it. So far, what we've seen from LaRoche defensively, he's pretty good.
Oh, he's smooth. He really is. I saw him years ago when he was with Atlanta. I pay attention to him because I know his dad. It's sort of, that's the connection I have. Anybody I played with, their son, I have, not that I have something vested, but I have an interest in watching him play.
Jed Lowry's out, but Ellsbury's in. And Jacoby puts it away. Done with half an inning. Red Sox are coming up.
For me, it's just another tool to get.
Red Sox and Oakland A's right here on Nesson, as we are scoreless to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the A's is Trevor Cahill. He's 6-8, 20 starts so far in the season, 4.50 earned run average, up over 100 innings. And last time out, a win against the Minnesota Twins, a 7-inning effort, which he gave up a run. As Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off here in the bottom of the first inning.
But he got 16 runs. That's why he won the close ball game, 16-1. It's a gem.
He had lost 3 in a row prior to that win against the Twins. Loss here against the Red Sox, a loss at Cleveland, and a loss against the Colorado Rockies. He has allowed 10 home runs in his last 6 starts and 20 on the season. As Ellsbury lifts one in the air to center field, it'll stay in the yard. Patterson makes the catch as it takes him to the track for the first out in the bottom of the first. Let's check out the Red Sox starting 9. The Red Sox lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Ellsbury at the top of it, and in center field, Dustin Pedroia at second base. Kevin Youkilis at third base with David Ortiz at DH. Jason Day in left, J.D. Drew in right. Adam LaRoche at first base, bats seventh. Jason Varitek does the catching, batting eighth. And Jed Lowry at shortstop, bats ninth. 1 out as Dustin Pedroia stands in. Pedroia 303, 4 homers, and 41 runs driven in to left field. Hairston looking up. That's gone. Dustin Pedroia's 5th home run of the year puts the Red Sox on top 1-0.
Boy, that didn't take long for Cahill to give up another bomb. That's number 21 that he's given up. Pedroia makes him pay on a 1-0 pitch. They can get the sinker up. Well, that's enough up for Pedroia. Nice swing, full extension. Hits his ball on a line just over the top of the monster into the seats. Line drive. A sinker ball pitcher, you got to keep the ball down. I think this kid has had trouble all year really keeping the ball down. Last time against the Red Sox, he gave up a couple home runs. That'll be the 3rd one he's given up.
Euclid's taking the strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Told you the third highest home run total coming in. And he gives up a home run here in the first. Youkilis had a quiet series against the Baltimore Orioles. Was 0 for 7 in the series. Two-one is outside. 3-1. Red Sox starting the night 2.5 games back with the New York Yankees. There's ball 4. Down to first goes Youkilis. Here are the Oakland A's defensively. Scott Hairston in left, Eric Patterson at center, Ryan Sweeney in right, Adam Kennedy at third base, Orlando Cabrera at short, Mark Ellis at second, Bobby Crosby at first base, and Kurt Suzuki does the catching for Trevor Cahill. The A's are 11th fielding percentage in the AL. Bobby Crosby holding on. Kevin Youkilis at first base. 1 out. And David Ortiz the batter. The Yankees tonight are in Tampa Bay, and they are scoreless in the first inning. Certainly be keeping tabs on that game tonight as well. The Rays are 6.5 games back of the Yankees. Red Sox 2.5 games back. And of course, on the next road trip, the Red Sox will play both the New York Yankees and Tampa Bay Rays. Ortiz out ahead, fouls it down the right field line.
Cahill's got to be careful with the fastball. If he doesn't sink it, he's trying to get this fastball in on Ortiz, down and in. Luckily, it's inside enough that he can't keep it fair. He took him deep last time he faced him. I think he hit a 3-run bomb off him. He crushed that ball a couple weeks ago.
Thought about going, does not, according to Jim Wolf, the third base umpire. And it evens up at 2-2.
You know, he's got to throw in on left-handers. If he doesn't throw in on left-handers, he's going to have trouble. And he wants to throw that changeup right after you just saw.
Ortiz strikes out.
There you go. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He got that ball in on Ortiz. He pulled it, and he threw him back-to-back changeup. This is not a good changeup. See how high it is. That says hit me all over it, but off speed enough to get him out front.
So 2 down. Youkilis at first base and Jason Bay coming up. They were 20 homers, 72 runs batted in. He's had a quiet second half so far, along with the rest of the Red Sox offense. Last home run for Bay was July 7th when he hit his 20th home run of the year, and that was against these Oakland A's, hit it off Dana Evelyn.
You know, it just seems like it's been a long time. He's been at 70. He's got 72 RBIs. He had 70 for the longest time. I mean, this has been going on quite a while now. Down to 255, 53.
To third base, backing up a step as Kennedy goes to second base for the force out. That wraps up the bottom of the first. A solo shot for Dustin Pedroia has the Red Sox on top 1-0. 1-0 Red Sox on top as we head to the second inning. Kurt Suzuki, Ryan Sweeney, Mark Ellis. As it strike one to the Oakland catcher.
I'll tell you what, you can build a team around this catcher. He's having a nice year. You see the numbers right there. It's hard to find good catcher that can hit, handle a staff. He's got a tough job handling this young rookie staff.
He's a guy who likes to play every day. Leads American League catchers with 80 games started. Not committed an error in his last 79 games behind the plate. And it's been amazing what he's been able to do against the Red Sox. To right, J.D. Drew in a few steps for out number one. Hess is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2009 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess committed to helping the cause. Dustin Pedroia's home run in the first 114 home runs this season for the Red Sox, and $57,000 has been donated by the great people at Hess. One out for Ryan Sweeney. So Sweeney has come off the DL. He's hit a .323 in 31 games since coming back. Initially placed on the DL, the sprained left knee injury back on June 3rd. Spent virtually all of June on the DL. A tough time keeping him healthy. 3 different stints on the DL in the last 2 years with the Oakland A's.
Big tall kid, good defensive center fielder. Looks like he's got a big swing. Big guy. Got a little power. Took Beckett deep. He's hit 1 home run off Beckett in his career.
Breaking ball outside, and it's 2-2.
This has sort of been the pattern for Beckett. You see he's already thrown 13 out of 16 strikes, pounding the strike zone, in and out, mixes in a curve. It looks easy, but it's not.
To left field, Jason Bay going back. It's going to be over his head and off the scoreboard. The ricochet comes back to Ellsbury, fires towards second, but not before. Ryan Sweeney's at second base with a 1-out double.
Jason Bay looked like he was creeping after that ball. He thought he had a beat on it the whole way. Little breaking ball here, you see. Doubles up on it, down and away. Would have been a ball. Reaches out and gets it. Looks like Bay's got a beat on it, but he doesn't. Gives up on it, and the ball kicks off the wall. Easy double for Sweeney to get in.
So Sweeney at second base, 1 out for Mark Ellis. That goes flying into the seats. So everybody's all right, and the battle is on.
The bat looked like slow motion going into the seats. By the time I looked down there, the bat was still in the air. I can't believe somebody doesn't keep that bat. Don't want anybody to get hurt, but it looked like slow motion. It's definitely going to be slow motion with this camera shot because it's slow motion camera, but no one's got hurt. They give the bat back. You never see that.
We've seen so often lately that those things have been like weapons lately. The broken bats going into crowds. That one, the full bat.
Right, that's not as dangerous,
no,
but still is.
And there it is if Mark Ellis wants it back.
So you get nothing for that.
No. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, you could have got hurt and you get nothing. Crickets.
So 1 out Sweeney at second base. It's 0-2 to Mark Ellis. This one fouled back. Seen a lot of that this year from Beckett, holding the baseball a long time. The runner's on.
I could never do that.
Too impatient?
Totally. Totally. And he does it all the time.
Yeah.
He really does. And it's a good thing. unless you call timeout, watch your lips. You know, he's
That's Bobby Abreu.
Yeah, careful now. Don't call timeout too late.
Strike 3. Beckett gets his third K. Ellis walks away, shaking his head. 2 down.
You get down there 1-2. You don't know what he's going to throw. Take your pitch. Flip a coin. He throws you gas on the corner. You got to have breaking ball on your mind because you know he's got a nasty one. You can't hit them both, and he paints the outside corner.
You said it. He is pounding the strike zone. He's thrown 21 pitches, 18 for strikes. And with 2 down, Ryan Sweeney's at second. Bobby Crosby, the batter. Ground ball foul.
You know, that pitch right there hits a bullet down the line. Everybody goes, ooh, he got good wood on that ball, right? That pitch sets up everything because he had to hurry up his bat to get to that ball. Now he's got the outside corner galore. You see a little two-seamer almost running in. Hits that ball solid. There's no way you keep that ball foul. Hooray for you. Now you don't know what he's going to do.
Breaking ball for strike 2.
When you're a hitter right now, you got a fastball in, you yank foul, then he throws you a hook that you take. You're just trying to stay alive.
Crosby's kind of been a man without a position this year. It's been all over. And he starts at first base tonight. Kind of lost his shortstop spot to Orlando Cabrera. It's a piece here to stay alive on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
You got to protect the plate.
And Crosby has played more lately, paying instant dividends for Bob Guerin. He's got a 9-game hitting streak coming into tonight. Crosby again with a grounder foul.
Amazing. 22 strikes out of 25 pitches. You don't see that very often.
No.
Throw him a hook in the dirt. He'll swing.
%88 is pretty good.
You can't do that all night. That's
Here's a breaking ball, and he strikes him out. Coach Eckersley from the booth.
If I had that hook, I'd throw it through. It's on to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox on top 1-0.
A swing and a miss for J.D. Drew. Batting out of the number 6 spot is Drew LaRoche. And Varitek to bat here in the bottom of the second. Drew was 3 for 11 in the series against the Orioles after a very tough road trip. He was 0 for 21 to start the second half. Fooled on that pitch and down 1-2.
Cahill's had a pretty good change. That ball's still up, but keeps it away, way off speed.
Strike 3. JD was looking for something else. It's strikeout number 2 for Cahill, 1 down.
Good pitching right there. You're talking about a changeup. He follows it back with a fastball in. I don't know if this ball is a strike or not. JD can't get away with taking that pitch. Probably couldn't do anything with it anyway. Good pitching. JD struggled. You know, I think he's hit the ball good on the road. He scuffled on the road. He hit some line drives. Could have done much better than he did. But you see that average 235, and that's as low as it's ever been for him at this time of any season, I bet. He looks back.
Well, Adam LaRoche has had a nice start to his Red Sox career. 3 for 8. Got that first home run out of the way in his first game. Opposite field shot here at Fenway Park. And he's in there again today. On the ground, foul outside of first. Well, as the trade deadline approaches on Friday, stay with NESN.com all day for developing rumors and related news. Then at 3, join Tom Caron and the rest of the team for NESN's baseball trade deadline special. They'll uncover the latest rumors and keep you up to date on the complete trade picture as it develops. That's Friday, all day on NESN.com and live here at 3 on NESN. This one line down the right field line. Ryan Sweeney over to play it. Adam LaRoche, who continues to hit into second base with a 1-out double.
Cahill once again getting carried away with that fastball. He better stick with his sinker. Adam LaRoche gets a ball inside. Ball's out over the plate. Nice swing. Bullet down the right field line. Takes forever to get down the line. Easy double.
LaRoche with his 26th double of the year. One out, one on. Jason Varitek, the batter. Well, Varitek has hit safely in his last 3 games. Just at 147 over the last 11 games. 5 for 34. And there for a strike, and it's 1-1. This is always kind of an antsy week, I think, for a lot of players, kind of figuring out what's going on, what could happen.
Well, I don't think it's really scary for any Red Sox players. I mean, you think about it. If anything, they're going to make a move with one of their chips from the minor leagues.
Right. But will it affect your playing time if you are one of the Red Sox players and something does? I mean, there are other possibilities.
Right. Well, it's already happened.
Right.
Now with the Roach coming in. I don't see a big piece going anywhere as far as an everyday player at this point. I may be surprised with it. I mean, I know the Red Sox probably need a bat.
Swing and a miss. Varitek strikes out 3 Ks for Cahill. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, you were talking about the trade deadline on Friday. Of course, the Red Sox have already been active in the trade market, acquiring Adam LaRoche. They may not be done, and the uncertainty of what could happen this time of year sometimes leaves players on edge. Terry Francona talked about it earlier today.
I think some of that has to do with uncertainty. You know, we talk all the time about handling frustration, and how we handle frustration goes so far in defining your season. And I always see more frustration, or more outward frustration, this week. I see more helmets thrown. It's just, and I understand it. And there's no way to tell guys until this thing's over, you know, because, again, we are players sometimes in things. We've been in the past, and we may be in the future. So just got to get through it.
As Francona pointed out, the Sox tend to struggle a little bit this time of year. Boston is just 3-6 since the All-Star break. The players I talked with said they try to not pay attention to the rumors and try to not worry about it because it's out of their control. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. guess easier said than done in some cases.
Well, there's the guys that are on the bubble know it. I mean, I don't even want to mention any names. I mean, and you were talking about Penny for the longest time since he was here,
since he started,
right? Since he started. So it's part of the game. It really is. And but you don't really want to go anywhere. If you're the Red Sox, you're a Red Sox player. You want to stay here because they're going to make it happen. This is the place to be. You don't want to go anywhere else. The other side of the field with the A's, that's the team you could talk about. They're wishing they can go somewhere.
To right field, Ryan Sweeney moving in. We play 2. Red Sox lead it 1-0. Back at Fenway, ready to go in the 3rd inning. Red Sox on top 1-0. Josh Beckett with his 28th pitch. It's fouled off by Eric Patterson, center fielder for the A's. He was 2 for 13. Hitting at 154 coming into tonight's action. He was recalled from AAA Sacramento on Friday. It's his 2nd stint of the year with the A's. His first stint with the A's came April 29th through May the 3rd. It was pretty quick. He started just 2 games, and at that point, it was at second base. Tonight marks his 3rd start in center. Kicked by Beckett out towards short. Youkilis will try it, but it's too late. It's a hit for Patterson and a leadoff single at that.
I don't know if this ball was going to be a base hit up the middle, but Beckett made sure that it wasn't. He kicks it with his right foot. You don't see that very often. You see him stumbling at it. Didn't get there quite as quick as he thought it was going to. I thought he had a shot here, but Patterson runs too well. Base hit.
So first time the lead runner has been on for the A's tonight. Patterson at first. Adam Kennedy coming up. It's 2nd time through now for the A's against Beckett. Beckett, who's now slipped to 86% strikes thrown tonight.
You cannot keep that pace going.
25 out of 29.
I mean, you can't throw that many strikes. I don't think anybody has been successful being just nothing but strikes.
Runner goes. It's a pop-up. LaRoche backpedaling. Patterson late to react. He'll get back. There's the catch made by LaRoche. Good thing it hung up there a long time because Patterson was at second base forever. They're saying he didn't re-tag. He did not re-tag, and he's out.
Hello.
They appeal at second base. He rounded it and apparently didn't touch it on the way back. 2 down.
He's acting like he's
surprised.
How are you surprised?
You're out.
We'll see what happens here. This ball is a big league pop-up by Kennedy. I was thinking Patterson was lucky to begin with that the ball was so high in the air that he can get back to first base. But you saw him slide at second base here, right? And he slid past the bag, and then he's on the other side of the bag. You have to tag it.
Yep.
And he did not tag it. That's a pretty good call. These umpires know what they're doing, don't they?
Yes, they do. They're on it.
He is on it.
I'm sure Pedroia saw it too as he was headed over in that direction.
You think Pedroia told him? He didn't do it. He didn't tag it.
So 2 down, bases empty. Cabrera takes ball 1-1-1. Patterson was trying to figure out what was going on as he had taken off.
I think in his mind, when he slid by the bag here and got back up, he thought he tagged it right there with his foot. I think in his mind he tagged it. That's why he was kind of shocked that they said you didn't do it.
It's outside ball 2, 2-1. Orlando Cabrera reaching on an error committed by Josh Beckett in the first. Curveball is popped up right side. Morosh has been busy. Handles it for out number 3. A 2.5 done from Fenway. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Tonight's game is brought to you by Comcast Town. Don't forget to stop by Comcast Town on Yawkey Way during your next trip to Fenway Park. It's the 3rd inning as Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off. The top of the Red Sox order, Ellsbury, Pedroia, and Youkilis. Second time through for the Red Sox against Trevor Cahill. Red Sox get a run in the first on the home run by Pedroia. Ellsbury getting his second look. He flied out to center field first time up. On the ground foul, 1-2.
One of the first sliders we've seen from Cahill tonight. Mostly sinker, changeup, and occasional fastball in. We're going to see a little slider this time inside. Doesn't break much. He's lucky that ball is not rocketed down the right field line.
Into the Red Sox dugout as they scatter.
A little better breaking ball that sort of creeped inside on. Look out.
John Farrell.
Oh my goodness. It is so easy to get drilled down there. I mean, you can get hurt big time, and I think he's hurt. That was a bullet in there.
High ball 2-2-2.
Boy, they need a screen all the way across that dugout.
When you think about it, that screen was not there in so many places.
Right. You know, overthrows at first base used to go in the dugout.
Ellsbury straightens this out down the right field line. He's going to rattle around to the corner, see what he can get out of it. Sweeney's down there to get it. Ellsbury thinking 3 and gets there easily.
One too many off-speed pitches to Ellsbury on the inner half of the plate. Surprised he threw him something off-speed. He's trying to throw it away, and this ball goes. He leads it out over the middle of the plate. He's already seen that's a third off-speed pitch he's seen in this at-bat. He's hit 2 balls foul, and he ropes this ball down the right field line. I was waiting for him to do that earlier in the at-bat. This is an easy triple. He doesn't even have to slide.
Well, first triple for him since June 23rd. Had 2 against the Washington Nationals in that game. And so it often happens down there as it jumps up into the seats and it kind of gets robbed more times than not on the ground rule double. It's good to see John Farrell back in the dugout.
Oh, I'm glad he's smiling because I bet that ball just rocketed in there.
It's like you got in the right knee.
Oh, and somebody standing in front of you just moves,
right,
and then you're done.
You're sitting there. Down the line at third, it's foul. Right on it was Jim Wolf standing on the line.
Ball's just foul. I mean, ooh. You see this little off-speed pitch. Gets him out front. He hooks it down the line. Just foul. Looked like it went over the bag fair, which would make that a fair ball.
Pedroia to left. Hairston back to make the catch as Ellsbury tags and easily scores. The Red Sox second run of the night.
Boy, he is just wailing at the plate every pitch. I mean, he's trying to yank everything. Good piece of hitting, did the job. He'd love to have had a hit off the wall, but a sacrifice fly is just scores the run.
So 1 down. Kevin Youkilis walked in the first inning. There's ball 1. So how was your Hall of Fame weekend?
It was I was going to say it was the thing is I get there early Friday, which is, and I had wanted to be there because it was Rice and Ricky, and I wanted to go to parties that they have beforehand, and it just makes it that much longer. But it really is a pleasure to be there with guys that you played with, because when I got there, there's a lot of guys there's a lot of old guys there. There's a lot of older guys there.
Older gentlemen?
Yes. Not my contemporaries.
No.
And it's nice to have 2 guys that I know very well follow me in there.
The same guys generally go every year as far as Hall of Famers do. I know not all the Hall of Famers go.
But I'm proud of the fact that they all do. I mean, that's what it's all about. If they didn't show up, there would not be a Hall of Fame. It would take away from the induction. I think it's just a great thing for all of them to always make sure to come back.
Cabrera to first base to retire Youkilis, and there's 2 down. The all-inclusive Monster Road Trip is available for August 11th through the 13th games against Detroit and the August 24th through the 26th matchups with the White Sox. Once in Boston, you get limo service, luxury hotel accommodations, and a pregame visit to the field. Then you see the game from the Monster seats. A limited number of spots remain, so act now. Visit redsox.com/Monster Trip now. 2 down for David Ortiz. And there's strike 1 to Ortiz.
Well, I even saw Yaz. I hadn't seen Yaz in a long, long time. It goes to show you how much, how good he feels about Jimmy. I mean, it says everything about Yaz showing up for Jimmy. the respect that he had. I really think that for Jimmy. I think Jimmy felt if Yaz shows up for anything, you know you're special, because he went out of his way, and he doesn't go. I think the last time he went was the 2000 when Fisk went in.
This one was popped up foul. I heard Sandy Koufax was also there.
Oh yeah, I'm good friends. We're tight. Me and Sandy are tight. We're like this. Yeah, he's really a great guy. I mean, you know, the mystique that they talk about. He is so cool. That guy is so cool. I mean, he dresses. You know, he's like 73 now, and he's got it going on. I mean, I'm looking at his shoes, thinking I want that. You know, those kind of shoes.
You want to be that cool, don't you?
I want to be that cool. You know, I'm not kidding. Because, you know, people talk about Sandy. Once you get to know this guy, he is just a special guy. And because everybody's guessing, like, you know, who he is, because no one ever sees him. But he's just, I feel it's special to be, you know, to be around him, to be honest with you.
This one is grounded foul. It's always cool to see the guys all there behind him.
Yeah, but think about it. I'm talking to you. I'm sitting, you know, having whatever. I see him all the time in Florida. He'll come down and visit me. Imagine that. Yeah. Sandy coming down having lunch with me.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
You're a pretty cool guy.
Well, I'm as cool as it comes, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I got it going on.
At least you come to terms with it. I mean, you know.
No, I'm talking about it right now because it's special.
Yeah.
I mean, that is really special. Sandy Koufax.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't played in 40 years.
Yeah.
And people just adore this guy. You know, and like I said, the mystique that he carries.
I was going to say, there's kind of a mystique about it.
Yeah. But he's a wonderful guy, and he loves to laugh and enjoy himself. He just travels a lot for the most part, is what he does. I think he was involved with the Dodgers for quite a few years. I don't think he's doing that now.
I'm seeing a bit of a man crush you have for Sandy Koufax. I think.
Really?
I don't know. Just the early indication for me is that this is the case.
Yeah, you won't see me talk about too many people.
No, that's why I said it.
But Sandy Koufax is special. I mean, this guy. I don't want him, you never know, he might be listening. I better shut up.
Well, for the latest New England sports news, visit thenewlooknesson.com. Today you'll find Nowco's full conversation with the newly inducted Jim Rice. Thoughts from Hall of Famers Ozzie Smith and Hank Aaron on accused steroid users going into the Hall, along with a video clip of Ramiro asking fans what trades they think the Sox should make. Read these stories and more on thenewlooknesson.com. Do you have a lot of people asking you those type of questions about steroid guys while you were at the Hall of Fame?
No. That's finally slowed down a little bit. I'm sure you can get it going, crank it up.
Yeah, I was just going to.
But the reporters don't talk about it as much.
Strike three. Ortiz strikes out for the second time tonight. Red Sox had a run, lead it 2-0 at the end of 3. Well, finally a summer night from Fenway Park. Red Sox leading it 2-0 into the fourth inning. As Josh Beckett's throwing 35 pitches, 28 of them for strikes. Scott Hairston, Jack Cust, Kurt Suzuki to bat here in the fourth inning. Beckett gets strike one in there. He has 4 strikeouts. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Hairston's one of those strikeouts that came in the first. Breaking ball, grounded foul, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, you look back at some of Beckett's starts. Recently we talked about what the last 10. He's 7-2 or whatever it is, and no walks. I mean, that's what sits. The control thing about him. And he's walked 2, 1, 1, and 0 in 4 starts. I mean, the guy that powerful, that has that kind of fastball, and to have the kind of control that he has in the strike zone, it's incredible. And we're seeing that tonight. 31 out of 37 pitches for strikes. A guy with lesser stuff, you don't want to be in the strike zone that much. You're going to get lit up. But he can just pound it. And he moves it around, inside, outside.
One outside this time. A breaking ball, and it's 1-2. His success at home has been impressive. 6-0 with a 2.44 earned run average. And 9 starts at Fenway Park this season. It's the 4th best home earned run average in the American League. Swinging a foul tip. Belichick will hold on. Strikeout number 5. And the second time Hairston's down by way of the K.
Punch him out on a curveball last time, and this one down out of the strike zone. Almost identical swing. Not the first one was uglier than that one, but has him way out front. You show him that fastball in earlier in the count. Goes a long way with punching guys out with a curveball later on in the count.
One down for Jack Cust. Flied out to center field first time up. The Yankees are out to a 3-0 advantage over Tampa Bay tonight. They're in the third now. The Yankees played great baseball. 9-1 on their homestand.
It got kind of scary is what it is. I mean, this is ridiculous. When they started winning those 3 back-to-back games 2-1, they've got it going on because they're going to score some runs. That's all there is to it. And when they win those close games, that means they can put it together, and they are 9-1.
A.J. Burnett pitching tonight for New York, matched up against James Shields. A strike, and it's 1-2 to Cust.
I mean, that's unhittable, that pitch. That's when paint was paint right there. Might as well take it. You can't hit it. This ball 95. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Trying to hold up, but could not. Jim Wolf says he went around. Back-to-back Ks for Beckett, 6 in all.
Beckett gets on this punch-out kick. You see another curveball after that paint fastball in the corner. Starts on the corner, goes out of the zone, can't hold up. This is how he starts off a lot with punch-outs, and I think he's going to end up punching out 14 guys, and he just sort of slows down. And that's how he's completed a couple of games, because you keep punching guys out at too many pitches.
Nice. Welcome to Fenway.
The Don.
2 down. Suzuki takes strike 1.
I mean, I'm the Eck, right? I mean, you're the Don.
I don't think I'm really anything.
You're the Don, man.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
Put a D on it, and that says everything, huh? Donatello, I thought it was.
Suzuki grounds one left side. Euclid step to his left. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. Beckett's cruising. It's 2-0 Red Sox. That's who I want to be with. Spending the weekend. Presented by FWF. Find FWF's 27 bat centers at frankweb.com. Get the comprehensive recap of Jim Rice's weekend in Cooperstown, plus a preview of the Patriots camp, and take a look as Shaq gets raw. He's hosting WWE Monday Night Raw. It's all coming up tonight after our Red Sox coverage. Wow.
I was going to tell Rice, why don't you milk this thing and have your number retired next year?
Yeah,
have another love fest. Right.
It's too much stuff all at once, right? I mean, because it's in what? 3 days of each other.
Right, save it, man. Yeah, next thing you know, you're done. On Wednesday, there's like, okay, Rice who?
Well, the entire ceremony will be right here on NESN tomorrow night. You want to be sure to tune in early. As the retirement of Jim Rice's number here at Fenway Park. We look forward to that tomorrow night.
You're emceeing it, aren't you?
I am. Along with Joe Castiglione. You're going to be down on the field.
Yeah. So I can stay down there as long as I want?
I can take whatever time you want.
Okay. You could probably do this thing by yourself anyway. Can't you? Come on.
No.
Have you ever done it by yourself?
Parts of games. I used to do radio by myself. 3-1 is a swing and a miss, full count.
That's what I said. You could do it by yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Then Scully does every game by himself.
Well, maybe 10 years from now, you'll be doing it all by yourself, just like Vin.
3-2 is ball 4. Jason Bay is down to first base. Second walk given up by Cahill. Leadoff walk this time. He's been aboard twice, fielder's choice and a walk, and it takes us to J.D. Drew, who struck out in his first time up. Now, one of the topics for the Oakland A's, and it seemed like it was all set there for a little while, they were going to head to Fremont. And then,
you know, which from Fremont
you were excited about because you're from Fremont.
Denny boy from Fremont. I was all excited too, but that sort of the plan sort of took gas.
Right.
All of a sudden, they tried for a couple of years. Then they're trying to go to San Jose, and they're having problems because the Giants kind of own that territory.
Right.
So they've got some problems there. So they're hoping for 2013, which is probably the best they can hope for. I mean, it takes 3 years to build the thing. But they've got to find a place to put it, and they're not going to compete, I don't think, until they do. Because look where they stand right now.
Is there nowhere else in Oakland that they could stand? I mean, they got to get out of that area.
They could probably go into the Valley. If you know the Bay Area, they could probably go out there too. But they've talked about a lot of things, and it just hasn't come. I mean, there's a lot of politics going on, and as well as everybody knows here in Boston, it's not that easy to get something done like that. But what are they going to do? I mean, I don't know how they can compete, really. I mean, they added Holiday earlier this season, and now he's gone, and that was kind of silly. I mean, did they really think they were going to make a run at it? They had Giambi, who's on the disabled list now.
Ground ball by the dive of Ellison to right for Drew. Bay stops at second, and the first two Red Sox have reached here in the fourth.
Drew finally gets a bit of luck here. Fastball, middle, doesn't really sink. He shoots this ball into the hole. When you're going bad, that ball's a ground ball to second base, but this ball gets through the infield. Nobody out.
Here's Adam LaRoche, who doubled in the second inning. Red Sox have 4 hits off Trevor Cahill. Bush added to the roster on Friday. He takes ball 2, 2-0.
You see that open stance by LaRoche. He just seems so comfortable, really relaxed. His hands are nice and soft. And I don't know really what he's going to do. He's going to start diving in there, or is he going to yank?
Opposite field. Hairston back off the wall. From second comes Jason Bay. He'll score, and the Red Sox lead it 3-0. Adam LaRoche with his second double of the night. This one drives in a run.
And if this is an effortless swing by LaRoche, little breaking ball he gets. No, a little sinker middle. And he just carves this ball the other way. Sort of just didn't even hit that ball as good as he can, and it almost goes out of the ballpark. A couple feet from leaving the yard for a 3-run bomb. Meanwhile, RBI double.
Well, he has enjoyed his time against the A's, Adam LaRoche, in his career against Oakland. 6 for 10 with 4 doubles.
It didn't even look like he was really trying to go the opposite way there. Just sort of a little late on a fastball. Shows you the kind of pop that he has the other way. That's a beautiful thing. And they had talked about he's got good power the other way. It'd be a good fit for him here. And right away we're seeing it. Home run he hit the other day, and then this wall ball.
Second and third, nobody out. A run in. Jason Varitek, second try, struck out first time up. Takes ball 1 away.
You can see how Cahill gives it up. I mean, he makes a lot of mistakes out over the middle of the plate.
Inside this time, 2-0. Drew at third, LaRoche at second, nobody out. Varitek to right, the base hit. From third comes Drew. He'll score, and it's 4-0 Boston. Jason Varitek drives in his 41st run of the year.
Jason gets a 2-0 changeup. Not really fooling anybody. Gets the ball up a little bit. Yep. Changeup. End of the bat. You heard a little crunch there. But still a line drive to right field. They hold up LaRoche from scoring, but base hit RBI.
So they're at the corners. Still nobody out. And Jed Lowry, the batter. Lined out to the right fielder Ryan Sweeney in the second inning. It's been a quiet return so far for Jed Lowry.
Hasn't had a lot of luck. You see tonight he hit a line drive to right field, almost a base hit first time up. Yesterday almost hit a 3-run bomb. In fact, he said he hit it good. He thought it was gone. You gotta hit a bomb sometimes to get it out of here in right field, right center.
He's been 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. He's got LaRoche at third base, Varitek at first base, nobody out. Outfield about straight away. Lowry lines it down the right field line, foul. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Red Sox have scored twice here in the fourth, have runners at the corners, nobody out, and a 1-2 to Jed Lowry. Line foul.
I'll tell you what, 4-0, first and third, nobody out. Everybody's hitting ropes. Nobody's warming up. Man, you can get lit up. They'll let you give up 8 out there. It's not easy pitching. When you look to the bullpen and nobody's warming up, and I've got 4 runs in, I got 2 on. This guy's hitting rockets down the line off me. How are you going to get him out?
Did he go? No. This is Jim Wolf. 2-2.
He has no control over his sinker. He throws, he doesn't know if he's going to throw a strike with his sinker. His changeup's back and forth. He only throws inside every once in a while.
To right field. Sweeney coming in. Makes the catch. Tagging is LaRoche to draw the throw. Throw is made and LaRoche stays at third base. Ended up Sweeney was relatively shallow by the time he made the catch. And there's just the first out of the inning.
That's a good call right there, holding him up, LaRoche at third, because that's just too shallow. Sweeney's got a good arm. He showed it off.
So one down now. Back up top for Jacoby Ellsbury, who hit a triple his last time up. 1 for 2. There's ball one from Cahill. The Red Sox trying to get the bats going. 9 games since the All-Star break. Red Sox hitting an American League worst .215 since the break. It's 2-0.
This guy has trouble with his command. He wants to get you out with a changeup, but you got to go 2-0 to get to his changeup. You almost have to sit on it.
Cahill can't get it. The shortstop Cabrera's going to first, and they don't get Ellsbury in the back door. LaRoche scores, and it's 5-0 Boston. A hit and an RBI.
Well, he didn't hit it very hard. Ball down away, chops it off the plate. Cabrera charging, doesn't get it out of his glove fast enough. Really, the exchange. He's too quick to get down the line and throw him out. RBI, base hit, infield base hit.
Now Pedroia with 1 out of the inning, and first and second now. It's been a 3-run bottom of the 4th inning for the Red Sox. A bit of a wait for Josh Beckett. As Pedroia takes ball 1, it seems Cahill has been behind most. It's outside. 2-0. It's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. Dustin Pedroia's home run back in the first inning got the scoring started for Pedroia. His 5th home run of the year. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. There is action in the pen for the first time now. Edgar Gonzalez, a right-hander, up for the Athletics.
About time. But hello, Mr. Curveball down there. This guy, we saw him a couple weeks ago.
Links that one outside. 3-0.
This is a very sloppy outing for Cahill. Made a ton of bad pitches. Behind the count on everybody.
There's a strike. 3-1.
A 21-year-old kid. This is a learning curve.
It's been a 16-minute wait so far for Josh Beckett. Red Sox scoring 3 times so far here in the 4th. On the ground to third base. Kennedy goes to second for 1, on to first in time. Around the horn they go, but the damage is done. Red Sox scored 3 times and lead it 5-0. Red Sox asks, what does healthy mean to you? Is it getting your annual checkup, cheering on your favorite team? Healthy is blank. Fill in your blank at bidmc.org. We head to the fifth. Ryan Sweeney leads it off. 18-minute wait for Josh Beckett. Beckett has given up only 2 hits. A double to Ryan Sweeney in the second. An infield hit for Eric Patterson in the third. His 6 strikeouts. And he jumps ahead 1 and 2 of Ryan Sweeney. Foul tipped, held onto by Veritek. Strikeout number 7 for Beckett.
See this gas here, a little hump, especially when they foul tip it. It goes into the glove, and you can hear it pop from up here. That's 96. That's gas.
So 1 out here in the fifth, and Mark Ellis, the batter, struck out looking first time up. Back goes flying again, over by his teammates and into the dugout this time.
Get some stickum or something. Let's go. Boom. Nice to see guys, throw bats into the stands when they get fooled on a breaking ball. But you see this. This is a fastball away, and how do you lose the bat on that? Well, he just one-handed it, sort of. One hand came off it, and he just flung it.
Fortunately, this time not into the stands. Ellis down 0-2. Six in a row retired by Beckett. 52 pitches, 42 strikes. To second base, Pedroia stepped to his right. There's 2 down.
He just goes and gets him 0-2. Fastball down and away. Beautiful thing. Weak ground ball. Wastes no time. I like this. I wasn't big on, waste pitches sometimes when I had my good stuff way back 30 years ago or something. I
go after him 0-2.
Yeah, people talk, don't get beat 0-2. Come on, let's get him out. Keep it down 0-2. Sometimes, what are you supposed to do? Throw it in the dirt? They're not going to swing anyway. Just throw paint down and away and let him hit a ground ball.
The pitch count rises. There's no reason to waste pitches.
That's why I think you talk about don't give up 0-2 hits. I'm not really big on that. It all depends.
This is popped up foul out of play, 1-1.
I remember I was in the minor leagues. They used to say to us, they'd fine you for 0-2 hits. It was crazy. So what do you want me to do? Spike it right into the ground? Now it's 1-2. Now can I go get them?
Right? You don't have to pay anything that way.
Then you don't have to pay anything. But you might throw it to the backstop.
Strike 2, and it's 1-2. Beckett throwing strikes at will right now.
That is paint. That's not right down the middle. This guy is special on the mound.
Crosby getting a piece that time.
We went through Pedro Martinez when he had it going on all those years. There was nothing like Pedro, and I'm sure everybody saw Clemens in his prime or here or whatever. But we're seeing Beckett in his prime. He took a year off. 2007 he had it going on. Last year he wasn't really healthy. He's healthy. Look at him. This guy has been pitching for about 2 months, as good as anybody can pitch. He's not the big strikeout guy, 10, 12, 14. He just gets it done. He just pounds that strike zone.
There's a pop-up. Adam LaRoche drifting into foul ground. It's another quick and easy 1-2-3 inning for Beckett. Halfway through this one, it's 5-0 Red Sox. Youkilis has walked and grounded out Trevor Cahill, 82 pitches deep. Wave and a miss, 0-2. Red Sox scoring 3 times in the bottom of the 4th inning. He's had action in the pen. And Cahill back out there for the 5th.
They had a chance to knock him out last inning, I thought. Pedroia grounds into a double play.
One hopper off the glove. And the third baseman, Adam Kennedy, shoots out to left. Youkilis aboard to begin the bottom of the 5th.
Whoa, careful. This is a rocket. You see Kennedy tries to olay this thing. Watch your lips. This ball coming up. Careful. Base hit. Line drive. You can have that.
So lead runner on for the Red Sox. 3rd time in 5 innings. David Ortiz has struck out twice tonight against Trevor Cahill as he takes ball 1.
Not a whole lot of teams have that long reliever anymore. And so you can just wipe out your bullpen. I know that's why they leave guys in. You can just wipe your whole bullpen out in one night.
In the dirt, and the count is 2-0. Was always kind of the discussion here from time to time with Terry Francona. Do you need the long guy? Is that somebody you have out there just when you're
not if you have a good starting rotation?
Yeah, right? They haven't needed it really.
Right.
I mean, you take a look at the outings they've had. There have been too many times where
they've
had to empty out the bullpen.
If you do, I mean, Masterson's been the guy that they would go to, but there's never the guy you're going to go to pitch you 5 or 6 out there. We've only had one game like that, if you think about it, in Oakland. A long time ago. I mean, that was the start of the year. That's when Daisuke pitched.
Oh, right.
They went 8 innings into the bullpen.
Yes, and Masterson was there that night for a lot of it.
Exactly. And that's when Wakefield threw that great, almost a no-hitter. We've been talking about it all year. I'm talking about it again. There he is.
And the band is starting to heat it up in the pen.
Not a big fan of that.
You don't like the band?
No, I was tired. I don't play it, but you know,
you were part of the bullpen
I'm
band.
up here and they're down there. They can do anything they want, but
they don't think it's tired.
I'll tell you what, I come out there in the 7th inning and they're banging away like that. It'd be driving me nuts. You kidding me?
We canceled the band.
Cancel the band. I'm a little tight right now. I might have to pitch the next inning.
Kind of a party pooper, really. I mean, runner takes off. It's grounded foul.
Canceled the band.
In the no fun zone. Here comes Zach.
Isn't that the truth? Here comes the tight guy.
Great.
You'd be laughing when I'm down here. Nobody laugh. I'm here. We talk about what's the stories you guys just talk about down there. I didn't talk about no stories.
You didn't chat?
I wasn't chatting unless it's 10-1.
Lined into center field. Base hit for Ortiz. Youkilis keeps on going to 3rd. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Somebody's going to get hurt out there. He keeps giving up these line drives. It's a good night for the Red Sox to get this offense going.
So far, so good. They get 5 runs on 9 hits. Here comes Kurt Young, the pitching coach. Another visit. What's a 79 cents get you these days? If you go to Cumberland Farms Chill Zone, it gets you a whole lot of refreshment. All summer long, mix up any drink you can think of. Frozen or fountain, just 79 cents any size. That's the Chill Zone at Cumberland Farms. Trevor Cahill continuing to struggle here into the 5th. More hits for the Red Sox, looking for more runs.
Boy, it's going to be a long 2 months for Bob Guerin.
Jason Bay looking for his first RBI since July the 9th as he rolls one over foul. This grounded foul 0-2, and we were on the last road trip. Theo Epstein had announced that they had kind of tabled the negotiations with Jason Bay. And my question to you is, does that ever affect you at all, your contact situation on the field while you were playing, mentally?
Well, probably. Yeah. I wouldn't have admitted it at the time. Of course it did. I remember one year I was having a great year, and we were negotiating throughout the year. I was like, somebody pull the trigger, let's go. You know, I mean, for me, I didn't want to play it out. I was right where I wanted to be, so I was willing to pull the trigger for shorter money. Well, that's not the case here. I mean, he's not looking for a discount. He's going for the major iron. And you can't blame him. The big iron.
The big beans.
The major beans.
1-2 is grounded foul.
You know, I mean, I think he'd want to stay here. I don't want to get into this right now, but I mean, he probably wants to stay. But, you know, it's just, you only have one shot at it. You know, free agency and being the quality player that he is, it only comes around once in life, and this is it for him.
This is inside, 2-2. We wondered when he was acquired how he would react to Boston. Some guys go in different directions. Some guys love the stage, take their
last year, and he
replacing the guy he replaced.
Oh, absolutely. And then starting off the year the way he did this year, the first couple of months, I mean, he was incredible.
To left center. Patterson on the run, won't get there. Drops in for a hit. Youkilis will score. The Red Sox lead it 6-0.
You're waiting for Patterson to go into a dive if you're a pitcher, saying somebody dive out there for this ball.
It's in the air a while.
Wasn't it? It's like somebody's got to catch this thing. And he doesn't really kill this ball, but he dunks it into left center field. You see Patterson just pulls up at the end. Want somebody to dive out there. RBI base hit by Bay. He can use that.
First RBI for him in the last 12 games. First and second. Nobody out. And J.D. Drew coming up. Drew struck out in the second inning, singled and scored in the fourth.
Why is he not out of this game? Just because he didn't hit that ball that hard the last hit? I mean, I don't get it. Gonzalez is ready in the bullpen. No, that isn't Gonzalez.
Nope.
They changed lanes out there. Was that Castilla?
Santiago Casilla.
Good little change up there to Drew.
He's matched his season high at 107.
Well, he matched it, so now it's time they could take him out.
Swing and a miss. J.D. Drew strikes out. There's the 5th K for Cahill and the first out of the 5th.
You got to give him credit here to come back here, and another change up to J.D. Drew gets him way out front. Got to keep pitching until they tell you you can't pitch anymore, and that's exactly what he's doing.
So 1 out, 2 on, and Adam LaRoche, the batter. He has doubled twice against Trevor Cahill and knocked in a run. Interesting to see, especially with the way LaRoche is swinging the bat, how the Red Sox are going to work this whole first and third thing on a daily basis.
Somebody's not going to be happy.
Second straight day that Mike Lowell has not played.
It's probably the best thing for him. I mean, I think you saw Youkilis not play yesterday and think, why am I not in the lineup? When you're talking about guys that play every day and they expect to be in that lineup, now they have to see the, walk in and say, make sure they're in the lineup.
Goes to second for one, back to first. LaRoche is out. Grounds into a double play that ends things in the fifth. Red Sox tack on another run. 6-0 Boston. Boston Globe's Red Sox Game Day Live with TC, Nick Cafardo, Heidi Eck, and me. It'll be a special night at Fenway Park as number 14 will be retired. It's Jim Rice night at Fenway. We'll have live coverage of the pregame ceremony, plus and a preview of Clay Buchholz's start in Game 2 of the series. It's all coming up tomorrow at 6 only on NESN. Well, the Yankees on top 3-0 from Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg. To center field, a drive for Eric Patterson, sending Ellsbury back to make the running catch. Well, a good jump, runs it down out towards the triangle for out number one.
With get ahead fastball, Patterson gives it his best bolt to center field. That's a ball that Ellsbury catches easily out there. Long ways to go, too.
One down, top of the order for Adam Kennedy, who was 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out. And strike one. Beckett with 7 strikeouts through 5 1/3 innings. He's given up just 2 hits.
Haven't seen one of those tonight. A little change up.
Tipped into the catcher's mitt. It's 1 and 2. It's time for league leaders. They're brought to you by Olympia Sports. Opponent slugging percentage, the category. A couple of Mariners on top. And Josh Beckett.
Big yard out there. That helps.
And he grounds it foul outside of first. And Beckett, who threw a changeup a couple pitches ago. And a lot is made of how hard his changeup is. That was at 89 miles an hour. Not a big difference.
That's what I finished my career with. That was my cheese. You know what I'm saying? Here it comes. This is his changeup.
This is it.
Ridiculous.
To right center field. And in for a base hit over is J.D. Drew. Right turn for Kennedy, but he'll retreat with a 1-out single. Check back in with Heidi.
Don, after going 1-3 in New York, the A's are 15 games below 500. Now, before the game, I asked Adam Kennedy what has been the trouble for the team. He said it hasn't been the pitching, well, at least not until tonight.
Well, the one thing we got going for us is our pitching staff has been great, and the young guys have kept us in all the games. So we can put together a few runs. I mean, we're in every game, and we should have a chance every night.
Well, Cahill is having some trouble tonight, but as a team, Oakland is actually batting .292 in the month of July. That's the second highest average in the league, but they rank last in slugging percentage this season. Don?
Okay, Heidi, thank you very much. Starting to piece together some hits here. Back-to-back base hits for the Athletics, with one out there at first and second.
They're not wasting any time. You think Patterson swung at the first pitch, fly ball to center. Good at bat by Kennedy to get a base hit, and then Cabrera shooting the ball over early in the count. You know, throwing strikes sometimes backfires on you, but tonight it's paid off up until now.
2 on, 1 out, and Scott Hairston, the batter. He is 0 for 2, striking out twice, both times swinging. Time called late.
What new?
They've been holding on to the baseball a long time.
Right to the last second, and then he just long enough. And that's late. That is late. Luckily the target was away.
And strike one to Hairston.
Well, Hairston looked silly the first 2 times up, striking out on curveballs. I think he'd be hacking at the first piece of cheese he saw.
Well, first 13 games he started with the Athletics, he played in center field, but now 4 straight for him in left field. As Eric Patterson starting in center tonight for the A's. He's down 0-2.
I mean, that is tough. Punches out the first 2 times up. He starts him off fastball, paint, strike, fastball, paint, strike 2. I got to have that. Do it again. You know he's got curveball on his mind. He punched out twice on that curveball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Hairston, and there's 2 down in the 6th, and it is that curveball that gets him.
That is a tough night so far for Hairston. You see, this is not even the one that goes down. This one went across. Starts on the corner, outside, no chance.
There's still an amazing number of strikes thrown tonight by Beckett. 57 out of 68. And he strikes out Hairston for the 3rd time. 2 down. And Jack Cuss, the batter. He is 0 for 2. He's flied out to center and struck out. Takes ball 1.
I'll tell you what, if I struck out on curveballs, I'm swinging at the first fastball. I don't care where it is.
Cuss is a guy who strikes out a lot, walks a lot, will take you deep.
What's he on a pace this year? Remember, he had 100 and 100 last year, or 200 and 100. 200 punch outs last year. That is a lot of punch outs.
This year he's got 105 strikeouts.
How many walks?
46.
He's not going to do it this year.
No.
Either one.
Strike 2, 1-2. He struggled to play lately. And the Oakland A's, of course, went to Yankee Stadium before coming here to Boston. He was 1 for 14 in that 4-game series. So 1 for his last 16.
He'll swing at that high cheese, too. He can do anything he wants.
outside, ball 2.
There's so many weapons. You know, there's the paintball that he has, like you just saw there. Nasty hook. You don't even feature that two-seam where he starts at your hip and comes back over.
Did he go? No. And it's a full count now to Jack Cust.
He wanted to. He did it last time up. He couldn't hold. This time he does.
Two down, Adam Kennedy at second base. Orlando Cabrera at first base. And 3-2 to Jack Cust.
Be surprised if he threw him a hook. Oop. I gotta have that.
It's ball 4 and the bases are loaded.
Well, it must have been a ball because he's not complaining. You see this 3-2 hook. I thought it was a pretty good pitch. It runs too far inside. Pretty close. I would have eyeballed that a little bit.
Just the first walk of the night given up by Beckett. It loads the bases with 2 down and gives Kurt Suzuki a chance. He's 0 for 2. He's lined to right and grounded out. Line to right and a base hit. From third base comes Kennedy. Orlando Cabrera will be stopped at third. A run in for the A's, and it's 6-1.
Suzuki's a tough out. He's just a contact kind of guy. You can't even try to think about punching him out, let alone on the first pitch. Everybody's hacking now. First pitch, shoots the ball to right field. Nice piece of hitting. Only scores 1 run. He hit it too sharp.
He keeps that streak alive of 19 straight games with a base hit against the Red Sox.
I told you before. You think he knows that? I don't think so. Unless he reads the game notes.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Ryan Sweeney, the batter. Sweeney doubled in the second and struck out in the 5th. He's finally getting to Beckett for a run.
This is where you can't let this game get away from you a little bit here.
Cabrera at third base, Cust at second base, and Suzuki at first base with 2 down here in the 6th inning. It's 1 and 2 to Sweeney.
See how he's got such good command of his fastball. He's just keeping that ball down and away.
Strike 3 call. 9th strikeout for Beckett. The A's get on the board, but it's 6-1 Boston.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at AmicaCoverage.com. And we'll see 3 of the punch-outs by Beckett. You see a fastball paint to Mark Ellis. Crosby gets a hook he can't handle. And you see another hook to Hairston. No chance. 9 punch-outs. Those 3 of them.
Well, Josh Beckett has thrown 79 pitches through the first 6 innings. It's on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jason Varitek leading it off for Boston here in the bottom of the 6th. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. And new pitcher Santiago Casilla. He's given up 8 runs in his last 8 outings. A 5.97 earned run average. 34th appearance of the year. Framed by Suzuki, but it's ball 2-2-0.
Casilla's got a great arm. Throws the ball 92 to 95. Nasty slider, but he's had some control trouble.
3rd time he's faced the Red Sox this year. He's not allowed to run in 2 1/3 innings. And in 9 outings in his career, 11 1/3 has not given up a run to the Red Sox. Varitek taking all the way and takes ball 4. Leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, bad news there. Good news here. Red Sox on top 6-1 as leadoff hitter Jason Varitek at first base. Jed Lowry gets his 3rd plate appearance of the night. He's 0 for 2. He has flied out twice to Ryan Sweeney out in right field. Popped up foul, backing out of play, and it's 0-2. The Red Sox in a stretch where they're really trying to take advantage of some teams that have had a tough go of it this year. Able to take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. Now you got these Oakland A's in town for 4. And then the Red Sox will go to Baltimore for 3. So we hope that this stretch is one in which the Red Sox can start to put it together here a little bit. And tonight they've done just that with the offense. They chased Trevor Cahill from the game after 5 innings.
What you expect is to come home and get healthy offensively, like they always do. And it's warm. I mean, you expect that. Oakland in town for 4 games.
These are 17 games out in the American League West. There's ball 2-2-2. Into the standings, Bob Guerin. A lot of his players are available, and Matt Holliday is already gone. To right field. Sweeney going back again, and for the 3rd time is there to make the catch on a Jed Lowry fly ball. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
I think Lowry's not, obviously Lowry's not a home run hitter. It's a nice swing there, but it takes a jolt to hit it out to right center field. You'd like to have him have that stroke the other way.
Claude Julien in the house tonight. They're getting pretty close to training camp, I would think.
Already?
They had the rookie development program, which was underway already in the last homestand.
One's the Patriots, right? That's soon too, right?
Yep.
It's almost August. Hello.
It's unbelievable.
What happened?
Huh? Took a little while to get summer going here. There's strike 2, and it's 0-2. Wolf said he went. The A's bullpen has a 5.59 earned run average on this road trip so far.
It's a tough road trip. You've got to go to New York for 4, Boston for 4. Well, they just were in Boston 2 weeks ago. Back and forth like a yo-yo.
To center field and a base hit. Ellsbury gets his 3rd hit of the night as Varitek takes 2nd.
Well, Ellsbury's getting hot. Multiple hits over the last 4 ball games. Gets a breaking ball up middle, doesn't try to yank it. Hanger smokes it straight to center field on a line. Nice piece of hitting.
It's a 2 on, 1 away, and Dustin Pedroia the batter. Pedroia with a solo home run back in the 1st inning off Trevor Cahill. Also had a sacrifice fly in the 3rd, so a couple RBIs tonight for Pedroia. To left field. Hairston coming in, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. No advance for the base runners, and there's 2 down in the inning. Well, for the 2nd straight year, NESN is proud to bring you exclusive live coverage from Bristol, Connecticut of the Little League New England Regional Tournament. Presented by Stop and Shop. Cheer on teams from your own communities as they fight to earn a spot in the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Live round-robin coverage begins Wednesday, August the 12th. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Kevin Youkilis takes strike 1. Youkilis walked in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, and singled and scored in the 5th. Down 0-2. Red Sox have had at least 1 base runner in every inning. They have 2 on here in the 6th. With another weight on his hands. Seems like he has been doing that a lot tonight.
Big punch out last inning. Gets overlooked. Not for me. I mean, bases loaded. Finally broke out that 2-seamer he throws inside corner. Throws Sweeney.
Nicholas grounding and foul. Still 1-2. And the A's finally getting to Beckett for a run in the 6th inning. Bases loaded with 2 outs. He struck out Ryan Sweeney to end the inning. It's been a 9 strikeout night for Josh Beckett so far through the first 6 innings. Only thrown 79 pitches. Nicholas on a check swing foul. You can see it that time getting it up there at 97.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. He just doesn't know where it's going all the time.
David Ortiz waiting on deck. There are 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Well, the A's with a couple of makeups on what were to be off days. They're in a stretch right now where they're playing 28 consecutive days.
Yeah, so you can't be going to the bullpen that early. I guess that's part of this deal here, because I was surprised they left Cahill in last inning. He got out of it.
This one grounded foul. You're not buying into this is a young pitcher trying to find out about his character.
No. It's funny you said that. 28 days in a row they've got to pitch. You can't be wearing guys out in the bullpen. Bullpen's been giving it up recently.
It's the most consecutive days without a day off in the history of the Athletics franchise. They get another makeup in the midst of all this against Los Angeles.
The only thing nice about playing in Oakland, they never put the tarp on the field. I mean, very seldom in the 10 years I played out there that we were rained out.
You know what I like about it is that getaway day that Oakland always gives you. That
aren't they nice?
12:35.
Yeah. We're so accommodating. I remember when we were there. I said, just don't accommodate anybody. Right?
Why are we helping all these teams get a jump back home?
Why are we doing this?
Why do we care?
Yes. Because they'll be nice to us when we get there?
Right.
I doubt it.
Well, they're getting it here on Thursday.
Isn't that nice?
Red Sox giving them day baseball. So it is reciprocated on occasion.
You don't really need day baseball. You're going to Baltimore.
I need day baseball.
You need day baseball? I don't like day baseball. I hate day baseball. Yeah, I've hated it since Chicago.
Full count to Youkilis, 2 outs. Varitek at second, Ellsbury at first. Youkilis strikes out. He went around. Ends the inning as the Red Sox have a 6-1 lead at the end of 6. It's time for the 7th inning, and Mark Ellis, Bobby Crosby, Eric Patterson to bat in the inning. Here's pitch 80 from Josh Beckett, and it's a curveball for ball 1. Mark Ellis has struck out, grounded out, 0 for 2. Tonight the Red Sox playing game number 98 of the season. This is hit well towards left center field and off the scoreboard. Jacoby Ellsbury plays the carom, but into second goes Ellis, sliding with a leadoff double to begin the 7th inning.
Ellis looking fastball 2-0 and gets it. Ball might be down a little bit. Didn't fling the bat into the stands, but held on to it, hit a ball in the gap. Dinged off the wall a little bit. Didn't really crush that ball, just right in between.
So Ellis at second to get this 7th inning started as Bobby Crosby's 0 for 2. He's Struck out, fouled out. It's outside, ball 2, 2-0.
He was dotting that corner earlier in the game, getting ahead in the count. You see the last 2 at bats, getting behind 2-0.
Edwin Gonzalez had been up earlier. He is back up again for the Athletics. Santiago Casilla pitching the 6th inning. Trying to go out to that corner again and missing again. 3-0.
A little out of sync. Goes to having a lot of long innings. I mean, it's nice to get runs scored, but I'd like to get right back out there. Lose that edge a little bit.
There's a strike, and it's 3-1. In the last 3 or 4 innings, there has been quite a wait for him sitting on that Red Sox bench waiting for the offense to wrap it up. Red Sox able to come away with 3 runs in the 4th, a run in the 5th. They left 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tap foul, full count. Where can you score the coolest Red Sox gear in town? Check out BostonGlobeStore.com. The Boston Globe Store has everything for the diehard fan, like autographed memorabilia, Red Sox photos, souvenirs, and more. Shop online, shop anytime. Shop BostonGlobeStore.com. Full count to Bobby Crosby. Fly ball out towards left center field. Struck pretty well. Ellsbury going back onto the track to make the catch as tagging is Ellis. He'll take 3rd with 1 out. Another good running catch by Jacoby Ellsbury.
Beckett's lucky he got away with his 3-2 fastball. Crosby put a good swing on it. You see this 3-2 fastball up in the zone. Nice swing by Crosby. Ellsbury's there to run it down.
One down, Ellis at 3rd base, and Eric Patterson, the batter, is 1 for 2. Breaking ball for strike 1. He's now 6 hits against Josh Beckett. They're only able to deliver 1 run so far. That was pitch number 90 for Beckett. Hit high and deep to right. Back goes J.D. Drew to make the catch as it takes him out of the track. Tagging and scoring is Mark Ellis for the 2nd Athletics run, and it's now 6-2.
Patterson put another good swing on this ball off Beckett. Last time up, hit a ball to deep center field. This time a sacrifice fly.
So 2 down, Adam Kennedy, the top of the Oakland A's order. He struck out, popped out, and singled. Oh, 9 starts at Fenway. Beckett 6-0 with a 2.44 earned run average. And more of the same here tonight so far as he works into the 7th inning. Nine strikeouts for Beckett. A 1-1 for Kennedy. Curveball lined into right center field. And Kennedy connects for his second hit of the night against Josh Beckett. A 2-out base hit this time.
They're starting to have some good swings off Beckett. I said earlier they were swinging earlier in the count, and now we've seen some good swings on his curveball. Patterson hit it to deep right center field. And there you see a base hit by Kennedy on another breaking ball.
Here's Orlando Cabrera. He reached on an error in the first, popped out, and single. He's been aboard twice as Beckett checks on Kennedy. Action for the first time in the Red Sox pen. Daniel Bard is first up. Cabrera fouling this off himself all the way to third base. We'll see where Orlando Cabrera ends up as his trade deadline nears. Of course, last year with the Chicago White Sox, this year with the Oakland A's. One is outside, 1-1. Still feeling it after fouling that pitch off. Runner goes as Cabrera fouls it off. 1-2. Cabrera fouls off another. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is in its 10th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations, and the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section here at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Out there tonight on a nice summer night in Boston with the Red Sox on top 6-2. Time called. And a late time call from Gary Cedarstrom, the crew chief.
Beckett just can't get upset at any point. You wait that long to deliver to home. If somebody does call timeout, it's going to happen. So you can't be getting upset. Not that he is. Kennedy's been running on every pitch over there.
Breaking ball that misses. 2-2. Kennedy running again. A swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 of the night for Beckett. 7th inning stretch, 6-2 Red Sox. Time for a Sports Desk update with John Chandler. And your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. Their famous lobster lineup is back, loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on, you deserve D'Angelo. And here it is.
That's a catch?
That's a catch.
Okay.
I didn't say there was a huge degree of difficulty. I just said that there was a catch. It's the catch of the day.
That ball caught her. That's how I got my first foul ball when I was a kid.
Really?
I didn't catch it. I just went to my seat. I got it.
Much easier that way. The third pitcher of the night for the Oakland A's. As into the game is Edgar Gonzalez. He'd been up earlier in the game a couple times, and now into the game to pitch the bottom of the seventh. 17th appearance, 4.91 earned run average.
You're going to see Gonzalez feature a number of curveballs, different speeds, sliders, curveballs like 75-mile-an-hour curveballs. He'll slip a little piece of cheese here and there, but basically just Mr. Curveball.
We're 2 2/3 in a game against the Red Sox. We have 2 hits and a run earlier this season.
A change up. Kind of put you to sleep a little bit, and then he'll try to slip it in with a fastball here and there.
Three and one to Big Papi. Jason Bay, then J.D. Drew here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A 4-run Boston lead. Broken bat grounder to first. It's handled by Crosby to the first out of the inning. And Ortiz retired. So 1 out. Jason Bay coming up. Well, Santiago Casilla was in there. He went an inning giving up a hit, no runs, walked a batter, struck out a batter. In relief of Trevor Cahill, who's on the hook. He gave up the 6 runs the Red Sox have in 5 innings. Cahill came into tonight's action at 6 and 8. Jason Bay's been on 3 times. And ahead here, 2-0. Edgar Gonzalez signed by the A's as a free agent. Minor league contract in February. The youngest Red Sox fan of the house. Inside, ball 3. There's ball 4 and Bay down to first base.
3-0. You usually get that pitch. He's stingy behind the plate.
Well, the Red Sox have a total of 6 runs tonight. The Red Sox have scored a total of 496 runs this season. And speaking of runs, visit DunkinRun.com today and grab a group order of America's favorite coffee and snacks. Dunkin' Run, invite, order, run, enjoy. How's that for easy? America runs on Dunkin'. And therefore, strike 1 to J.D. Drew.
What are we looking at Pedroia for? He leads the team in runs, right?
Well, he was part of the runs tonight. He knocked in 2, had a home run.
But he
first inning.
Leads the team in runs. So he would be the guy that you'd want to look at when we're talking about runs.
So why are you asking me?
I guess
you answered your own question.
I just sort of thought about it.
You wanted me to go there, but I didn't.
Yeah. I didn't want to ask you because God knows I can't ask you any questions. Right? Like, does he lead the team in runs? Did I say that?
I never said that.
Okay.
But I said you couldn't ask me questions. You can ask me anything you want.
But I knew that he led the team in runs. You're right. So I knew
you want to get that out there.
I'm saying, why is the camera on Pedroia?
Right. Then you figured it out.
Then I figured it out.
Then you pretended to ask a question you already knew the answer to.
He led the world in runs last year.
1-1 to left. Hairston back. It's going to be off the wall. Plays the carom. Throw goes to second and not on the mark. Drew's into second, a double. Second and third, one down.
That is a nice piece of hitting by J.D. Drew. It's an off-speed pitch, you see, a little curveball. Ball's going down. He stays back. Does not try to yank it. Just shoots this ball to left field. Easily hitting the ball off the wall.
So 2 in scoring position, 1 out, infield in for the A's. As Adam LaRoche comes up, it's been a 2-hit night, both doubles. So grounded into a double play. There's strike 1 from Gonzalez. Second and third, 1 out. A 1-1 pitch to Adam LaRoche. Elevates, he chases, and it's 1-2.
See where he snuck that fastball by him after all these breaking balls. It's not like he throws 86, 87 miles an hour. He can get up there all right. He just doesn't want to throw you a fastball for the most part.
LaRoche hit 32 home runs as a member of the Atlanta Braves back in 2006. As he fouls one off to the left, hangs at 1-2.
Pretty good fastball there, 93 miles an hour.
3 years in Atlanta for LaRoche, 2 years plus in Pittsburgh. Two and two.
You start to see players that you played with, sons, come to the plate all the time, and it's like, wow. I remember I played with his dad, Dave LaRoche. I was a rookie when I broke in, and he had been around a while. And you don't forget a guy. He's a great guy, his dad. To have 2 sons in the big leagues, that's hard to do.
That's what Adam was talking about last week. The tough thing about leaving the Pirates was leaving his brother, a chance to play with your brother. Coming here to Boston was certainly something he was looking forward to. Back to the mound. It is picked by Gonzalez to throw in time. He looked the runner back at third, first, and there's a big out. 2 down. Introducing the new $5 Red Sox instant game from the Mass Day Lottery. You can win Red Sox season tickets for life and up to $1 million instantly. Get yours today. For details, visit masslottery.com. Two outs here in the 7th inning, 2nd and 3rd for Boston. Red Sox trying to add on to a 4-run advantage. And a chance here for Jason Varitek, who is 1 for 2 of the walk. He's also driven in a run. th pitch of the inning for Edgar Gonzalez. 2 outs here in the 7th. It's outside, ball 2.
We were talking before, you think Beckett was going to come back out. I think he is coming back out to pitch the 8th inning. Only, what, 100 pitches he's thrown.
They had Bart up briefly last inning. Nobody warming right now, and Beckett is at that even 100. Longest inning for him was this past inning. And throw 21 pitches in the inning.
completed so many 3 games already this year, more than he'd had the last few years. A couple shutouts.
Yankees have a 5-1 lead. They're into the bottom of the 7th now at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. A.J. Burnett has given up only 2 hits in that game tonight for New York. Baritek on as he heads down to first base. Kurt Young, the pitching coach, headed out. Red Sox have him loaded. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Red Sox, on top by 4 runs. Bob Garrett sticking with Edgar Gonzalez as Jed Lowry stands in. Lowry has flied out 3 times to the right fielder Ryan Sweeney. Chance here with the bases loaded. Ball 1, good sprawling play by Suzuki to his right.
Be a good time for him to have a bases clearing double in the gap, get himself going this year.
Ball 2, 2-0. He's 3 for 36 so far this season. Good numbers with the bases loaded. 2-0 the count. Back at third, falling fast. Cabrera on the run, won't get it. 2 runs are in for the Red Sox. And they lead it 8-2.
It's not exactly a gapper. Not exactly a bases clearing double, but he does drive in 2 runs on a quail down the left field line. He'll take it any way he can get it at this point. He's hit some balls hard that he hadn't got anything for. You see a fastball that beats him inside there. Pops it up. Cabrera takes a couple looks at it. He's looking for help. He's thinking the left fielder's going to be there, and he's not. Goes into a slide. The 2-run double by Lowry. Take it any way you can get it right now.
So 2nd and 3rd now. And the Red Sox on top 8-2. Jacoby Ellsbury's had a very good night. 3 hits, triple and 2 singles. He has driven in a run. Chop to first. Crosby's got it, and he'll take it to the bag to end the inning. Red Sox tack on 2 more, take an 8-2 lead to the 8th. You get the breakdown. Josh Beckett starts tonight, and you'll hear from the live press conferences from the Sox starter and Terry Francona. Plus, you won't want to miss the recap. Jim Wright's most memorable weekend in Cooperstown. It's all coming up right after the game with TC, Nick, and Heidi. 8th inning, and Beckett returns to the mound. A 6-run lead now. The Red Sox getting 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, he's made some tough pitches on Hairston tonight. Starts him off again with a paintball on the outside corner. You see the 3 punch outs, all on breaking balls.
That breaking ball has him twisting away, but it's ball 1, 1-1. Line for Beckett. Started the inning with 100 pitches. A 10 strikeout performance tonight for Josh Beckett. First time since opening day that he has recorded 10 strikeouts in an outing. He did that against the Tampa Bay Rays back on April 7th. Had 9 strikeouts at Detroit back on June 3rd. This is driven towards left center field and deep. Ellsbury back, and it's off the scoreboard. Parham gets by him. Heading to second is Hairston, and beyond. He's headed to third. And the throw is not going to be in time. Ricochet getting by Ellsbury. Bay had to run it down.
Well, Hairston can run. He shows how he gets a triple here. Didn't pause at second base at all. Went for 3. Finally makes contact. Gets a fastball to hit. Belt high out over the middle of the plate. Puts a good swing on it. This ball is going to get off the wall, but the fact of the matter is that he got a triple on this.
Well, Terry Francona coming out to make the move as Bard ready to go. He'll be coming in with the Red Sox on top 8-2. Authentic team gear, including clubhouse caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your team gear straight from the source. Shop RedSox.com. Shop. Josh Beckett done after 103 pitches, 7+ innings. Still responsible for Scott Hairston at third, but so far 2 runs allowed, a walk, and 10 Ks. His second 10K performance of 2009.
You know, no sense leaving him in this ball game trying to hold that runner to third. You don't need him to be grunting out there in the 8th inning after 100 pitches, especially with an 8-2 score.
Bard's 24th appearance of the year. Jack cussed the batter, and it's ball, no, strike 1. Pitching the day before yesterday, 2/3 of an inning. Series against the Orioles. It's 0-2.
See some gas on the corner, and you see that breaking ball. The difference in this breaking ball from Bard is it's not really the 12-6 that I saw early on. It's a sort of a in-between slurve, which I like because he can get it over better.
Oof. Wow. 99 blows away Cust, 1 down.
That's hair.
It's easy cheese.
Easy cheese. What else you want to call it?
Hair.
What do you want to call it? You can call this anything you want. That ball is brought. That's, you know, that's serious gas.
It's not salad.
It is.
It is so not salad.
That is not salad. Oh my goodness. That's why this guy's here, just so I can drop some cheese bombs on people.
1 down. Hairston at third. With Suzuki, he's 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th. And pops it up foul.
The thing about Bard is we've watched it right in front of our eyes all year. And he's working his way up that pecking order to where he's going to pitch important innings from here on out. He just seems so confident to me. You can read people's faces. It's just gotten better and better. I mean, I'd have confidence too if I had his hair. Look at that, 100. It's a bean. He just threw a bean. Look, everybody claps even though it's a ball. He threw it 100.
Beam for a ball.
That's why it's great to have that machine up there telling everybody that's high hair.
That's the breaking ball on him and misses. 2-1. The numbers are staggering. He's not allowed an earned run in his last 8 outings, a span of 10 1/3 innings, in which he is permitted just 2 base runners. Both hits. Of the 31 outs he has recorded during that stretch, 18 have come via the strikeout. In one stretch, he retired 22 batters in a row. This one fouled off to the right, 2-2.
You can't get there. These guys swinging at that ball that's just a little up. No way you get to that ball. Just can't get too excited trying to punch somebody out too quickly. But boy, I'd try to punch everybody out with this. Drop that hook on him if you want.
Suzuki hanging tough. Hairston at third base, 1 out, 8th inning.
He's thrilled he didn't strike out 4 times off Beckett. Back to the gas.
It's a piece. 99, 2-2 still.
And there's no way you can hit his curveball after that, can you? Because you gotta, I mean, obviously respect his gas. I mean, I don't know how these guys can even get to a curveball after a guy throws this hard. Another fastball. Try to dot and paint him over here.
On the ground towards short, Lowry's got it. And there's 2 down. Hairston scores from third. Run charge to Beckett. The line on Beckett, 7 + 8 hits, 3 runs, walked about, a struck out 10. There's 2 outs, base is empty now in the 8th, and it's an 8-3 Red Sox lead. Ryan Sweeney is 1 for 3. Had a double back in the 2nd inning. Tardy on the cut. Oh, 2. Strikeout and a ground out for Bard so far. He's ahead 0-2 against Ryan Sweeney.
I guess. See you. Whoa.
So it skips to the backstop at 100.
Like it hit the umpire's right hand. I don't know how he did that. This ball cut all the way across the zone. You see, he's trying to throw a high fastball and it sort of cuts inside, hits him on the bicep. That's got to hurt. Ooh. I'm not exposing anything.
2-2. Fourteen pitches, 10 strikes for Bard. 2 down in the 8th. Now he runs it down. No throw, and reaching with a hit is Sweeney with 2 outs. So Sweeney reaching, 2 down. Mark Ellis coming up. Ellis with a double his last time up, came around to score. There's strike 1. Yankees have upped their lead tonight to 7-1 over Tampa Bay. They're in the 8th. The Red Sox need to hold on here, it appears, to keep pace. 2.5 games back of the Yankees to start the day. It's outside, 1-1.
When he gets that breaking ball, he is absolutely deadly if he can get his breaking ball over. It's just not an easy thing to do. When you throw that hard, first of all, it's hard to throw strikes when you throw that hard. And when you try to throw breaking balls, I mean, it's just not easy to do. There's such a big difference from just trying to throw it as hard as you can to taking a little off, finding the right release point.
Fouled off, and it's 2-2. Oakland has added a run here in the 8th, trying to creep closer. Red Sox on top, 8-3. Going outside. It's fouled off. Crosby on deck with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Ryan Sweeney at first base. Two to Ellis again. Got him. Strikes him out to end the top of the 8th. A's get a run, but it's 8-3 Boston. Pedroia leads it off and takes ball one. More Edgar Gonzalez, who came into the game in the 7th inning. He's touched for a couple of runs. Defensively, some changes for the A's. Rajay Davis into the game in center field. Moving from center to left is Eric Patterson. Pedroia homered back in the 1st inning. Since then, a sacrifice fly, grounded into a double play, flied out to left. And down on the count, 1-2. Pedroia, Youkilis, and then Ortiz on top by 5 runs. More action in the Red Sox pen. Manny Del Carmen is up warming. Daniel Bard working the 8th inning. He struck out 2, allowed an inherited runner to score.
Quite a few pitches in that inning. Close to 25, I think.
Pedroia to right center, in for a hit. Leadoff single to start the bottom of the 8th. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, as we just saw last half, Daniel Bard has been electric coming out of the Red Sox bullpen since being called up in early May. He's got a fastball that can reach 100 miles an hour, and I asked him before the game what it's like having heat like that.
It's nice. I mean, I've said it for a while, though. For me, it's just another tool to get guys out. You know, just like a guy with a great breaking ball or a great changeup. That's my tool to get guys out. My main tool. So. It's nice that it gets the fans excited too. You know, it's definitely an added bonus for me. You know, I kind of feed off the noise and the energy of the crowd.
Now, Bard has not allowed an earned run in his last 9 outings, recording 18 strikeouts during that stretch. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much.
That's a great tool he's got, huh? That gas?
Pretty good tool.
Man, I'd love to have that tool. I never had that tool.
No.
Nope.
The 1-1. Youkilis sent the ground to third. Kennedy to second for 1. On to first, double play. So 2 down here in the 8th. And Big Papi coming up. David has struck out twice, singled, and grounded out. Into the shift go the A's defensively. Only Adam Kennedy left on the left side of the infield. Actually, that's going to be Orlando Cabrera left on the left side. The third baseman, Kennedy, is on the right side. Ortiz to right. Back goes Sweeney to make the catch. That ends things here in the 8th. We head for the 9th. It's 8-3 Boston. first inning. Dustin Pedroia with a home run, his 5th of the year. Hit it off Trevor Cahill, and the Red Sox had a 1-0 lead. Adam LaRoche, who has settled in nicely to the Red Sox line, a couple doubles tonight. Drives in a run in the 4th inning with that double. Red Sox would score 3 times in the 4th, and they lead it 8-3 as the A's come to bat in the 9th. A pop-up. Bobby Crosby, LaRoche underneath it, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Manny Del Carmen. Manny coming into the game to pitch the 9th inning after Bard pitched the 8th. And for Del Carmen, it's his 40th appearance of the year, 2-1 record, 2.21 earned run average. Almost a hit an inning for Del Carmen and 255 opponent batting average. Eric Patterson with 1 out in the 9th. And strike 1 to Patterson.
In a perfect world, you'd like your starter to go out there and pitch 7 innings and then let somebody in a big lead, let somebody go out there, get their work, 1 guy, 2 guys, and do that every night. It would be a beautiful thing. You look back over the years when the Red Sox have got it going on, their starters go 6 or 7 consistently. A few years back, August was a big month for the Red Sox when they did that. You go back to 2004. I remember when they made that trade, they got rid of Nomar, and they went off in August. They went off because their starting pitching was good in August, and they just took off.
And there for strike 2, 2-2. So Francona certainly hoping that happens again. Mentioned the Yankees and Rays, part of the next road trip for the Red Sox, and what is a tough stretch for the Red Sox. You look through August, the Yankees will be here later on. The Red Sox will host the Detroit Tigers in a brief 4-game series after this next trip. This one grounded foul. Of course, the Tigers atop the American League Central right now. And that'll be the next homestand for the Red Sox, however brief.
A lot of road.
Red Sox are a game under 500 on the road now, 24-25 after the tough trip. On the ground to short, Lowry's got it. 2 down in the 9th. Coming up after the game, stay tuned for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final with TC, Nick Cafardo, and Heidi. They'll open the Nesson inbox, and TC and Nick will answer your questions. Plus, Nick's thoughts on Jim Rice's weekend in Cooperstown. The preview of Clay Buchholz to start tomorrow in Game 2 of the series. It's coming up after the game on Nesson. 2 outs in the 9th inning, and Adam Kennedy. 2 hits tonight for the leadoff hitter for the Athletics. He takes ball 1. Inside 2-0. Clay Buchholz tomorrow getting the start against Vin Mazzaro. Buchholz 1-1, Mazzaro 2-7. Strike 1, 2-1. Clear get into the start here at Fenway Park in Game 2 of this series.
It's been a while since he's pitched in Fenway Park.
On the ground right side, LaRoche to his right. Del Carmen will cover. Ball game. The Red Sox take Game 1 of the series as they win it 8-3. And that great home record continues for the Red Sox to 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. They'll take the first game of this 4-game series against the A's.